my sweet pea, who was born September 2nd, 1989, at 2:04 in the morning. And that should have given me a little heads up that she was going to be a night owl.
And they go through stages of grieving. And Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, whom I studied with a long time ago for many years, really began the stages of grief, 5 stages of grief that she designed. And they were really stages of dealing with dying and death in the initial phase.
I think that's the worst part about her dying is, when we made plans, we were already kind of sad about her moving out in, April?
Yeah,
March or April.
Yeah.
And
that was months away.
Right,
I know,
and
we
so-
were already sad about the fact that she was leaving a year later.
Yeah, and so we started making all these plans, and you can push them off easily because it seems like, oh, we'll have plenty of time to do it. And then now it's like, oh, we didn't have as much time as we thought we would.
Yeah.
So now, like, a lot of things feel unfinished.
Yeah.
And I remember her brother always used to want to jump in the crib with her. I'd always have to make sure that he wasn't in there. But he loved holding her, and he loved feeding her. Actually, I have a picture of him when I was 9 months pregnant, big old belly. And he'd always want to kiss the baby. So I have a picture of him kissing my belly.
And those stages were denial, a sense of numb, of shock, of disbelief. And the second part of that was anger, that people had rage of, instead of, no, it's not me, from denial, it becomes why, and why me, and why them, whatever the sense is. And sometimes it's a very personal question that they scream in their souls.
I don't know, she just really loved pink. That was like her color. Like for her funeral, I was on the phone to florists. I was like, they have to be pink. Like that is what they have to be. And they were like, well, we may have to like take out some of the flowers because we don't have them and like replace them. Like, I don't care, as long as it looks pretty, it flows, and they're pink. Like they have to be.
It was funny, like, I think we thought we were being original, like, oh, pink.
No.
And then we went to the funeral, and it was like everything was pink. I was like, I'm glad we didn't get another color because that would have looked like
That would have looked real bad.
Yeah, like her flowers, she was dressed in pink. I was just like, oh.
Everything was
Still
pink
continue.
in the whole thing. I was like, okay, pink, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you told me, I was like, 'cause I asked you, I was like, well, how did it go and everything? And you told me she was dressed in pink
With the Hello
Kitty. I was like,
bracelet.
I'm like, that's perfect. I'm like, that's exactly what she should be dressed in.
I
Yeah.
actually wore a pink shirt to the funeral.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I was like, she did. I spotted you out pretty
I was
clearly.
going to wear black originally. I was like, pink's her favorite color. I'll wear pink.
Yeah. Oh, she would love that.
In that bargaining, there's also the searching, the going back and forth between she was just here or he was just here and they're not here right now. And physically, I know that in my head, but I haven't sorted that out. I haven't really experienced that completion in any way in my heart. And so there is that gap between the head of the facts that you know in your head and the emotional pain and hurt that you feel in your heart.
of her mom, I'd probably move. I don't think I could be in that
Yeah.
house.
Oh God, I would move. Yeah.
I mean, it's in her house. She found, like, I can't even imagine going home every day. Like, it's
You
sad
have
enough
to
for
play the
us.
scene every
Yeah.
time, like you walk in the door.
I mean, dude, it's sad enough for us where we like look at the door and we're like, someone used to be here. Can you imagine, like, in your house, like, when you enter, like,
She went to take a nap and never woke up. I guess it's a peaceful way to go, but your children aren't supposed to go before you. It's just not right. If I should ever leave you, whom I love to go along the silent way, grieve not, nor speak of me with tears, but laugh and talk of me as if I were beside you there. I'd come, could I but find a way. But would not tears and grief be barriers? And when you hear a song or see a bird I loved, please do not let the thought of me be sad, for I am loving you just as I always have. You were so good to me. There are so many things I wanted still to do, so many things I wanted to say to you. Remember that I did not fear. It was just leaving you that was so hard to face. We cannot see beyond, but this I know. I loved you so. 'Twas heaven here with you.